Hi everyone, this is Zainal from Joy of Living, and I'm back with your weekly tarot card reading. For this week's reading, I will be pulling out 3 cards to find out what this week will bring for us, what we need to focus on this week, and what we need to let go of this week. So I'll start drawing the cards for each of these questions asked to the cards. So what will this week bring for all of us? Okay, so we have the card. So the next card that I'm going to draw out is to know what we need to focus on this week. And the third card that I will be pulling out is to know what we need to let go of this week. Okay, so we've got all our 3 cards. So the first card that I've drawn is Two of Wands, and it's for the position, for the question to know what this week will bring for all of us. So the card Two of Wands tells us about a lot of importance it gives to planning, to kind of thinking about the next steps. It's more of talks about the importance of planning as a foundation that lays for future growth and success. So this week, many of us will find ourselves involved in some sort of planning for future projects, or for the next level of tasks that we would be doing. So we would be more of us would be mostly involved in some kind of planning. It also, the Two of Wands also tells us to have a bigger picture, to think big, to not limit yourself, and just try to think out of the box, try to think big, try to do something that you feel is not possible, but you feel you may not be able to do it. But that is what the Two of Wands is kind of encouraging us to go for, those kind of tasks, those kind of opportunities where we might find ourselves pushing, but we might find ourselves coming out of the comfort zone, but that's where the real growth lies. So it tells us to think outside the box, to think big, and try to dream bigger than what you have been dreaming for. So aim for more bigger things in life, for achieving more bigger things in life, and start your planning, start the planning for achieving those things right now. So this is the best week, this is the best time to kind of sit down with your dreams and see how you can kind of get them in reality. So start planning. So that's what the card tells us. The next card that we have is the King of Pentacles. It's for the question that I had asked, what we need to focus on this week. So the King of Pentacles is a very methodical king. He's someone who is very grounded, who is very stable, who kind of thinks way beyond, and tries to make those things happen in reality. So that's what the focus should be, to kind of achieve what nobody has achieved, to kind of think really big, and try to make those things happen. Have that kind of confidence, have that kind of self belief, have that kind of faith in oneself and in the universe, that whatever you've been dreaming or whatever you've been desiring of will come through, if you kind of have that conviction to kind of put in that kind of commitment and hard work. It will definitely come through. So that's the focus you should have, where this week, wherein whatever you planning to achieve, you kind of sit down and put down the steps, the actions that you would be taking for those plans that you are kind of jotting down. So that's what should be the focus for you this week. That's what the King of Pentacles want us to do for this week. So the next card that we have is the Hierophant. For the question that I asked is what we need to let go of this week. So the Hierophant tells us that we have been at many a times following the same old routine, the same old way of being, the same old traditions, the same old way of thinking and believing in things. So that's what we need to let go of. We need to grow as with the changing times. We need to shift our perspectives, our beliefs, our mindsets. We need to kind of learn new skills and just not be there with the same in the same way of being, whereas be open to new learnings and new way of doing things. A different perspective, a different approach is what is required. So the Hierophant is telling us to let go of the same old way of doing things and be more adaptable, more flexible, and be more open to doing things differently in a new, different, modern way. So that's what's the message of this card for all of us, that we need to let go of. So there's a lot of this week seems lots of things happening. More it's kind of inner work that we would be seen doing, or we would be kind of doing things at a very personal level where we are kind of evolving our own self. There's a lot of planning, there's a lot of thinking out of the box, and kind of being open to new ways of being. So that's what the cards are telling me for what's coming for all of us this week. So that's your reading for this week. Hope you've got some useful insights, some useful messages which you would carry with you all for this upcoming week. And if you like these kind of readings, then do give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and do share this video with someone who would like to create a little magic in their life. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.